Hey, greetings everyone. It's been a while since I've done one of these YouTube videos, and unfortunately I didn't have a good video as far as the RTS Beta goes. I've had about 80 downloads, and I'm not getting too much feedback for it, and I'm not too sure if it's because people are not sure what's going on or what. I'm in Mojave. I've done a similar video before where I do the saving, but I want to show you how it relates as far as how the RTS program works. If you were to have the program on your desktop, like a shortcut to it, which is in your BNSF Mojave subtrains directory, and you were going to go right mouse click, run as administrator, or however you run it, and you should be getting something like this, where it's spitting out a whole whack of stuff. If your program isn't doing that, then your RTS Beta is not set up correctly. Now, I've had about 80 downloads. I'm not too sure what's going on. It's gone from 60 to 80. And considering I'm not on the Run 8 forum these days, I don't know where all the interest is coming from, because it's sure as hell not in my server. And I'm not too sure, but let me go through this just as a small tutorial. My battery's running low, so just to see what's going on here. And I'm only going to deal with Mojave. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. So I'm looking down here. I know by looking at this I can see tracks 2 is empty. That's because my engines needed to come back, so I wanted to keep one of those tracks free. So 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I believe. Or is it 7? Is he in 7 or is he in 5? I guess he's in 5. Okay, so 7's free. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 are occupied. But at the other end, remember, it's a string that's together. There's a couple others at the other end, and these are, I believe, one was a set off by one of the trains and one's a pickup for another one. So this is what you must do. In order for the program to work, you have to have a link to the CSV file. I have a shortcut on here. It's the RTS Trains file. When you edit it and open up in Notepad, it'll look something like this. Now I'm going to keep it there for a minute. You should see something like this, and you need to edit this file. It's the only way it's going to work. I'll make it more user-friendly if I start getting some feedback. If people aren't using the program, then I'm very happy to edit this because it's easy for me. I get it. But if people are finding this too difficult to do, then perhaps as long as I get the proper feedback and know people are actually going to use it, then I'll do that. So here we go. I'm going to resave every one of these. And we'll start with this big one in track 1 here. Now this is going to be a change to what the program's currently generating. You've seen this before. Some of this may not come up. Don't worry about it. You're not missing anything other than you need to save it as in whatever naming convention you use. When I sent it out, I kept it in my naming convention, but I didn't include the save files. That could be the reason why it may not be working for people. I don't know, because people aren't telling me. So Mojave 1, I've saved it. Relinquish. Bear with me for a minute because I want to make sure I got each and every one of these. This will only take a minute, and I know it's boring, but this is what you have to do. You go in to save each and every one of these strings. So 3, it's MOJ4. That's the naming convention I use. You can change it to whatever you want, but it's similar to what is on the track charts, which are right above the sheet here, what I have on my desktop. So I use the track charts as a naming convention. Everything else keeps in line with that, so that I know what to name them and what to keep them named as far as the system's concerned. Mojave 6. And this one here is MOJ5. So that's the north end of the yard. Since this is the yard that's predominantly switched from this end, I don't put S or N or anything like this. But on this side of the yard, you'll see a couple here. I'm going to name that MOJ1 S. Relinquish. And this one is going to be MOJ3 S. Now that's half the battle. Going back into here is where this is important. Now hopefully you can see this on here. I'm hoping. I put it in the middle, so hopefully it's focused. Basically it lists everything that's in the RTS, what it calls. So each line represents an area. I've kept it that way so that it's easy to edit. It's a comma delimited file, a CSV file that you can edit in Notepad. And it's in the documentation as well, but anyways. What you do here, and I'm looking for the Mojave part, 771-764N RTS Hide Oak Creek 3, which is the current number. The numbers change all the time because a new hide file ups the number. North Yard Exchange is, there's nothing in it. So watch, I'm going to take out the comma and NYE. I'm going to go back up to the top, change 62 to 61. The number 61 is significant because that's how many track files there are. Now we know there's a Mojave 1, we know there's a Mojave 1 South. There's not a 2, but bear with me here. I'm going to take 2 out. There is a 3, so I just replaced one with the other. So MOJ3, MOJ3S is 1. And then from there I'm going to go Mojave 4, and I have to add one more, which is Mojave 5. And I put it in order. Whoops. Helps if I can think I did that right. Okay. Just file and save. You don't have to save as. It's already there because you just edited it. Now when you go in, I run as administrator, and you look at the program, it's going to spit out everything. Right now it spits out the entire system. So I'm moving up to, Bakersfield's at the top, I'm going down to, and hopefully this doesn't run out of battery, but anyways, I'm going up to 771, and I'm going to copy all of this. This is all brand new. And the dates for the saves will all say April 23rd, which is the time I'm making